Hello everyone, my name is Kieran. Welcome to the Manchester United versus West Ham live preview, and thank you very much to everyone who does join me this evening. But if you aren't joining me and you're watching it as a video, thank you very much. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, what you think about the West Ham game and your predictions going into this one. But if you haven't already as well, I'd really appreciate leaving a like and also subscribing to the channel if you are new. We're on 603 subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough for the support, so thank you very much, and please keep it coming. But we're going to talk about West Ham, of course. We're going to talk about the West Ham game, and it's a must-win for me. As I said in the title, for me it's a must-win game. In terms of top four, we're going for top four, of course. That's really all we're fighting for this season. We're still in the Champions League, but that looks a very tall order now. Of course, we still believe, and that is for another video. But we're talking about West Ham, and in the Premier League, games are coming thick and fast towards the end of the season. I think I'm right in saying we've got about 6 games left of the Premier League season. They're going to come thick and fast, and really, if we are going to get into the top 4 from the position, that we're in, we have to win most of our games. I think we can only really afford to drop 3 more points in this whole season. So West Ham is not the place to start, and hopefully we can get 3 points against them. And our home form's a bit iffy, but I'm very confident for this one. Sigball, Rashford and Yash, thanks for joining me, guys, as always. Really appreciate it. Sigball says it was offside or OG. I think it was an own goal, definitely, from Luke Shaw. It wouldn't have gone in. Obviously talking about the Barcelona game, of course. I think it was onside, so the VAR was used properly. So I have to say fair play to the officials. But unfortunately, it did come off Luke Shaw, but that's in the past. We can't worry about that. We have to move on to the next game. And actually, thinking about this West Ham game, Luke Shaw is not available for this game due to a suspension he picked up through too many yellow cards. So we will not have Luke Shaw at our disposal, which I think is a big loss for us. I think Luke Shaw is a very good player, probably one of our most improved players this season, been playing really well for us as a fullback, so he definitely is going to be a loss. Now, whether he go with Matteo Darmian or he played Delo there, who knows, but it's going to be very interesting to see how Solskjaer deals with that problem. Yash is not confident. We didn't have the X factor. Chelsea has Hazard, City has De Bruyne, and Paul has Mane. Pogba was supposed to be that player. Yeah, I mean, I think you're totally right what you said. Obviously, Chelsea, in West Ham's last game, Chelsea, won the game 2-0. A glorious performance from Eden Hazard. Bagged a brace in that game. 2 wonderful goals from him, especially the first one. An incredible goal if you haven't seen it. I would suggest you check it out because it's a brilliant goal from Eden Hazard. But I think you're right. We need that sort of player to step up in these last kind of 6 Premier League games. Because in the run into the end of the season, we can't really afford to drop many points, especially against teams that are lower in the table to us. So this game tomorrow is going to be a massive opportunity for us to get 3 points and hopefully gain some points on the teams above us. Arsenal have got a tricky away game, and we know that they're proper shit away from home, so hopefully we can take some points off them. And then you never know with Chelsea and Spurs, so yeah, we need to make sure we keep clawing back the points, and the only way you can do that is by taking maximum points out of the games you've already got. Patrick, welcome to stream, mate. Thanks for joining. Good evening to you, sir. Sigball says Man United lost 3-0 at West Ham Stadium. Yeah, let's put that behind us. I mean, it was a shocking performance under Jose Mourinho. In fact, I remember after that game, I was thinking it might be the beginning of the end for Jose Mourinho. I thought, it was time to put him down almost, just put him out of his misery after that game, because he looked absolutely sodden. He looked absolutely miserable on the touchline. 3-1 down. It was a horrible performance, a horrible away day for Manchester United. But things are different, and hopefully at Old Trafford, even though our home form this season hasn't been brilliant, I think West Ham are coming to this game not with too much confidence, and they'll be looking to bounce back against us because they know they always give us a good game. So it's not going to be plain sailing whatsoever. But our home form needs to improve if we're going to get top 4, and hopefully we can start against West Ham tomorrow evening. Sigball says he goes with 2-1 to West Ham, Rashford 12, and a brace from Declan Rice. Wow, that'd be my worst nightmares. That would actually be my worst nightmare, Sigball. Worst nightmare. I mean, a brace from Declan Rice. God's sake, please don't don't even make me think about that. I hope that doesn't happen. But you know what? He's a decent player, a player who's been linked with Manchester United over the last few weeks, and maybe I'm not sure if I fully see his potential, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Yash says West Ham is not good for now. We should win it. Yeah, I think West Ham. As you saw, I mean, we may as well start talking about West Ham, Yash. Whilst you brought it up there, good segue. West Ham, of course, sit 11th in the table, and they come into this game in a bit of a lack of form, really. But they've got players to hurt us. I think they have got quality players in their side. Chicharito and Hernandez, one of the former Manchester United players. Felipe Anderson as well, someone who could cause United a lot of problems. And a player who's caused United a few problems down the years, Marco Arnautovic. Now, I'm not sure if you guys remember in Louis van Gaal's last season, we went to Stoke. Arnautovic bagged a brilliant goal from about 30 yards out, and he has been causing us problems, and at Old Trafford he's going to make it very, very difficult for our central defenders. So again, there's a few players there for West Ham who are going to cause us problems, and I think there's no doubt about that, and they'll be up for it. They know that Old Trafford, our home form's pretty poor. They know that if they get at us, they put us under pressure, and they don't crumble under our pressure, They can really put up a fight, and if they do put up a fight, I think it could be very, very, very tense indeed. I hope we can get through it. I hope we can get the result, and we need the result. But I think we are going to have to play really, really well, no doubt about that. Patrick says, "What's the Mexico striker that Hernandez urged us to join United? I like him. Don't remember his name though." I can't remember. Is it Raul Jimenez? Is that it? Raul Jimenez? I'm not sure. Is it the one that plays for Wolves? I'm not. No. Yeah. It might be the one that plays for Wolves. I'm not too sure who you mean, but yeah. Yash says, Arnautovic and Anderson, what happened to Nasri? Oh, yeah, I mean, Samir Nasri's a decent player. I mean, I haven't really seen Samir Nasri, to be honest, play that much for West Ham. I think he hasn't really hit the ground running at West Ham, in my opinion. I'm not a West Ham fan, so if you are watching and you are of a West Ham persuasion, please do correct me on that. But I haven't really seen Samir Nasri play too much for West Ham and play to a good level, so I don't think we need to worry about him too much. But Samir Nasri really did cause us problems over the years, especially when he played for Arsenal, so maybe he'll be looking to do the same thing tomorrow evening. Welcome to Brother Gaming, and welcome Juan Mata. Thanks for joining, guys, really appreciate it. Please do leave a like if you aren't already, that'd be brilliant. Brother Gaming says, Arnautovic is rubbish, matey. More worried about Andy Carroll scoring. He's injured for the rest of the season. Yeah, I mean, come on, mate. I think Arnautovic is going to cause us problems. I think, yeah, you'd be naive to say that Arnautovic is going to have a quiet game against us. He's always going to want to put us to the pump. He's going to want to really come at us. So we have to be prepared for it. And our central defenders, Lindelof and Smalling, they've been doing a really, really good job so far. So I'm confident that we can keep them out. Rashford says Nasri was banned from football in a long time. All right. And he also says we should be realistic about blaming one player after a loss. There is two, win or lose, play or bust. Let's support the boys in any condition. Say no to Ole out. I mean, anyone who's saying Ole out at this point is a disgrace, an absolute disgrace to this fan base. I mean, if you're actually saying that non-ironically, not even a joke, you need to get your head checked. I'm sorry, you do need to get your head checked. Ole Solskjaer is here to stay for at least another season, so there's no point. There's no point getting upset about it, honestly. Absolutely no point. Welcome to the Tactical Show, by the way. Thanks, Asim, for joining. Really appreciate it, as always, mate. Please do leave a like if you aren't already. I really would appreciate that. Juan Mata says, are we getting a director of football? Well, obviously there has been a lot of speculation that we're in a race between Arsenal and Chelsea to get the RB Leipzig the RB Leipzig director of football, who's actually got a really, really good track record of kind of signing young talent. So, I mean, it'd be brilliant to see him, to bring him in. I think a director of football is a move that we've been needing to do for the past few seasons, really, and just to get back control of the club, get a real proper football man who's got a good football brain in charge of the recruitment, because our recruitment over the last kind of 4 or 5 seasons hasn't really been good enough. And obviously there's some players who've come in who we're yet to see. I think Fred, I think, has actually started to play all right. So yeah. Ultimately, we're going to have to see about that. But I think Paul Mitchell, thanks Juan Mata, thank you very much for letting me know that name. It just slipped off the top of my tongue. Paul Mitchell, of course, from RB Leipzig. I would love to see him come in, and hopefully he can do a good job for us. Sickball says, look at our subs. Well, yeah, thank you very much, guys. It looks like we've gained 2 subs in this live stream, and as I said, your support is absolutely mind-blowing. Keep it up, really do keep it up. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. Thank you very much. Matthew Coyle says, Ole out. Disgrace. Absolute disgrace, mate. Absolute disgrace. Get out of here, Matthew. Get out of here. I can't believe it. Ole out. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say about that. We'll move on. Rashford says, Van der Sar says the same thing that Pogba says. A dream to be United director of football, but all right here for now. Yeah, well, I mean, exactly. I mean, look, Edwin van der Sar, he was kind of what? He's kind of one of the main guys at Ajax, and they seem to be doing a really, really good job at the moment. Obviously, you know, doing well in the Champions League. I'm not sure about the domestic league, but, you know, Edwin van der Sar potentially in the future. I think we need someone who's going to come in right now and do the business for us. I think we need to bring in someone who is as Gary Neville says, the best in class. As he says, the best in class. We need to bring in the best in class. And I believe that Paul Mitchell has proven he is the best in class. Matthew says it's a joke. Yeah, well, fair enough, mate. And you know what? I can't tell sarcasm by characters on a screen. So, yeah, I do apologise for that. But yeah, as I say, keep it coming. But West Ham, as I said, 11th in the table. Their form coming into it isn't brilliant, but they've definitely got players that hurt us. So we have to be on guard. We have to be on guard. And well, if we start like we did against Barcelona, then I think we might be in trouble. But if we actually play like we did in the kind of latter 70 minutes against Barcelona, we'll be absolutely fine. But we need to get off to a good start, and I think the first goal is always the best thing. An early goal always sets the tone. So, an early goal, guys. That's all I've got to say. Get an early goal. Yash says, I'm kind of confident we will get top 4. Once top 4 is done, let's go to market with confidence. But striker, 2 midfielders and 2 defenders. Yash has got the master plan sewn up right there. Brilliant, Yash. I'm kind of confident. Well, yeah, so, I mean, Yash is confident we'll get top 4. I want you guys to also have your say. Are you guys confident that Manchester United can get top 4? Let us know in the comment section and the live chat as well. Really want to hear what you guys have to say. Kick out 7 or 8 players and get 4 in. Yash is not pulling any punches, ladies and gentlemen. Yash is not pulling any punches. Patrick says, who's West Ham's manager? They're the most average team in England right now. I think West Ham's manager is Manuel Pellegrini. Obviously a Premier League title winner, to be fair to him. So he has got a bit of pedigree about him. Has got a bit of pedigree. But, you know, I think West Ham, they're 11th in the table. They're not doing brilliantly. They're not doing brilliantly. I think actually away from home against the top 6 sides, they have struggled. They really have struggled. So we have to capitalise on that. We have to capitalise on that. If not, I mean, we could be in trouble. We could be in trouble. Nearly at 610 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much for all support. Really appreciate it. But yeah. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And I think the Premier League, you know, is what we have to focus on. Of course, we've got the Champions League on Tuesday, but the Premier League is the bread and butter. Let's be honest, it's the bread and butter. And if we can get top 4 in the Premier League sewn up, then the Champions League, if we do get through to the semi-finals and finals, can become a bit of a free adventure. But of course, we always want to win it. You don't go into competitions like the Champions League just to drop out of it. So, you know, we're in it to win it, and we're still in it. And as I said, if you want to go check out my match reaction to the Barcelona game and you haven't already, make sure you do check it out. It's up on the channel right now. Yash says, yeah, man, let's cut this crap and be a good team like 99 or 2008. Exactly. Exactly. Rashid says, Kieran, something worries me. Some fans saying we need Wan-Bissaka is an unthinkable thought. If we get in, we are closing the development of Dalot. I mean, I think it'd be interesting to see Wan-Bissaka come in. I think Wan-Bissaka is a very, very decent player. And I think, you know, definitely in the future, we'd love to see him. Potentially, we could see Dalot on the right and Wan-Bissaka on the left. I think that would be brilliant, 2 young fullbacks. But I think Dalot is a real gem. We've got a brilliant player in Diogo Dalot, and I think whilst I don't particularly agree with playing him as a winger, winger. I think he's much, much better as a fullback. I still think he's got bags and bags of potential that we can exploit and squeeze out of him. And I think if we do sign someone who stunts that potential, we'll be making a massive mistake. So we need to be careful with that. But I think Wan-Bissaka, potentially in the future, coming to Manchester United, I would be in favour of that no end. Yas says, yeah, oh, sorry, I read that one, Yas. The Tactical Show says, Ole out, Van Gaal is right, just parks the bus, etc. Jose with less experience, Ole out. P.S. Only joking. Ole will win the title his second season. Ole's out the wheel. Love it, I love it, Asim. Absolutely love that, man. Yeah, I know. I mean, look, I'm rooting for him. I really am rooting for him because I don't want to see a day where we're singing Ole out, one of our club heroes, one of our club legends. If we ever get to the point when we're kind of chanting him out, I'll be absolutely devastated for him. Honestly, I'll be devastated. So hopefully we don't see that, and yeah, hopefully, as Asim says, he wins the title next season, wins the title, wins the Champions League, does the quadruple, and just walks away. He's done. He's completed it, mate. He's completed football. Welcome to Jude. Welcome to the Watford Hornet. Thanks for joining, mate. I'm doing very, very well today, mate. How are you? How are you guys? Please do let me know. Yas has missed those years. We've been playing crap for the last 6 years. If we won't win the Champions League, I'm okay, but we should contest for the Premier League until May. Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what we've been missing. We haven't really had a proper title challenge for 6 years, as you said, and we're starved. We really are starved, and I'm hungry, guys. I really am hungry, and I don't want to become a Liverpool where we win jack shit for the next 20 years. I want to keep winning titles. We're Manchester United Football Club. That is what we are built on, winning things. And yes, some might say I'm entitled and things like that, but we need to be winning things. We need to be at the top table of European football. And the only way you do that is by winning and having a winning mentality. So, obviously this season we probably might get top 4, we might not get top 4, but all that matters is next season we have to bounce back and we have to give it our best shot and hopefully have a title challenge as well. Patrick says, did you ever wonder, people were talking about when Sir Alex was close to the sack? If there was social media back then, he would have been sacked pretty soon and we'd be average or worse right now. Exactly. That's a really, really good point, Patrick. Really, really interesting point. Yeah, Yash says Delo is good. Let's give him 2 more years. I thought Darmian was the player to replace Gary Neville, but he screwed it. Yeah, that just hasn't really happened, has it, Yash? Darmian, I thought, yeah, Darmian, a shrewd Italian defender coming into Manchester United. I was rubbing my hands. I was going, yes, sir. Yes, please. Matteo Darmian on the table. But he hasn't really impressed me. I can't say he's had a performance in a Manchester United shirt which has impressed me. So, yeah, I hope he can, but I don't see it at this point. I don't see it. The Watford Hornet says, I'm good, mate. Just got back from Wales. Still buzzing after Sunday. It's been 5 days. Of course, a brilliant result for Watford. Beating Wolves, and not only beating them, but coming back from 2 goals down at Wembley. Must have been an absolute dream day for Watford fans. It must have been a dream day. So, yeah, fair play to you. And hopefully, please do win the FA Cup. Please do win it, because if Man City win it, I won't really give that much, but I wouldn't really give a shit, but ultimately, I don't want them to win the quadruple. That's all I'm saying. Rashford says we must win or forget about top 4. That's what I said is one of his biggest tests. Well, I think West Ham is going to be a test for Ole Solskjaer. I agree with you. I think he is going to be a test. West Ham is never an easy game, and coming to Old Trafford, they've got a point to prove. I'm going to talk a bit about Manchester United as well, and get back to the preview side of things. And the first thing I want to talk about is the Lukaku-Rashford debate. Now, obviously, in the past few games, Solskjaer has been looking at, going with Rashford and Lukaku as a front two. And, against PSG, it worked really well. In previous games, it seemed to work all right. But in games, in the previous games before this, the kind of games leading up to it, Wolves and also, Barcelona, it didn't have a massive effect. Now, whether it might not have been the 2 strikers' fault, it might have been the 5 at the back formation, I'm not too sure. But maybe we should go back to the 4-3-3. I want you guys to let me know what you guys think. Should we go back to the 4-3-3? I think we were doing a lot better when we had that 4-3-3 formation. With Martial on the left, Rashford up front, Lingard to the right. We just looked so much more fluid, so much better, so much more attacking-wise. We looked dangerous. So I'd love to see us go back to that 4-3-3 formation. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we might go, see the 5-3-2 formation once again. But I think we're much better with the 4-3-3. I think we're so much more balanced and we're just better. So let me know what you guys think. But I think a front two partnership, whilst it's brilliant to see, whilst we've had some brilliant front two partnerships in the past, in '99 of course, York and Cole, brilliant front two partnership, and they can be deadly. We've seen for Arsenal, Lacazette and Aubameyang work so well together. So, I think a front two partnership can work, but is it working for Manchester United at the moment, and should we change it? Let me know your thoughts. Let's read through the comment. Patrick says, who was the last high impact player United signed? Van Persie, and that was 6 years ago. Patrick, I think you're right. Pogba was supposed to be that player. I think Paul Pogba was supposed to be the high impact. He was supposed to be the sizzling summer signing who's going to come in and revamp Manchester United. Didn't happen, hasn't really happened. We've seen some brilliant performances, glimpses of his potential, but nowhere near consistent enough. And that's really frustrated me as a Manchester United fan. And I'm sure it's frustrated you guys watching as well. So, unfortunately, Pogba hasn't done that. In this next transfer window, hopefully we can bring in one or two of those players to really take us to the next level. But it's going to be difficult because without a director of football, it's going to be difficult to spot that sort of talent, but we'll need to do it. Yash says, please win the FA Cup. Can't see them quadruple. Can't see Paul win the Premier League too. Yeah, totally agree, Yash. Totally agree. Watford says, dream day for any Watford fan, definitely. The Talent Show says, how is Darmian Italian? He can't defend for shit. Exactly, mate. I'm pretty sure they've got his nationality wrong. His passport is wrong. He's got a fake passport. He's not Italian. He's actually, who's shit at defending? I don't know. I don't know where that was going. But you know what I mean. He's not a raw Italian defender. Maybe his parents are Italian, but he was actually, maybe he's English. Maybe he's actually English. Who knows? Rasha says, I'd definitely play the 3-4-2-1 formation. Interesting formation, very interesting. Yash says, yes, saw Darmian for the first time in Chicago playing against PSG in a United pre-season match. I was dreaming, but then he turned out so bad. Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. I don't know. It's unfortunate. Again, Darmian was someone I had high hopes for. Hasn't really worked out for him, so... It seems to be the trend for a lot of the United signings we've seen. Players like Angel Di Maria, Memphis Depay. These were some proper good signings. Everyone thought Alexis Sanchez. These are some brilliant signings, and we thought these guys are going to revolutionise the way we play football, and we're going to play unbelievable. And they just haven't hit the ground running, and they got sold or put out on loan, and it's not great, so that's why we need to spot the talent. We need to spot the Mbappes. Speaking of Mbappe, if we could have Mbappe at Manchester United, oh my gosh, I would be licking my lips till the sun comes home. The cows come home, I should say. Yeah, says Fred is improving. Should we give more time to him? I would love to see Fred get more time. I think actually Fred in the Barcelona game, probably one of the better performances I've seen from Fred. And yeah, I think he actually has been improving. I think he has started to get adjusted to the pace of the English game. So yeah, I think Fred may be a dark horse next season for one of our better players if we do keep Fred. And also McTominay as well. I've got to give a special mention to Scott McSauce. That is why I made him, the player on the thumbnail, to give him that prestigious award of being on a Red Devil Weekly thumbnail. I put him on there. I thought I have to reward the boy because he's been unreal, absolutely unreal the past few games. Against Barcelona, no less, he was the best midfielder on the pitch, and you cannot dispute that. You cannot dispute that whatsoever. So, again, buzzing for him, and as I said, I made him the main man on the thumbnail, made him the star of Red Devil Weekly, and he totally deserves it. Yash says, I hope we play 4-3-3. We should use this match as practice for Barca next week. Yeah. Just a bit of a a training exercise. That'll be brilliant. But yeah, 4-3-3 for me. When I've been predicting lineups, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but I've always predicted them in the 4-3-3. And I think for me, I would love to see the 4-3-3 make a return. If I was going to predict, I think he'll probably stay with the 5 because I think Solskjaer is much more comfortable with playing that. But I would love to see a 4-3-3 return. I think we're just so much better. Welcome to TTX Productions, my boy. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for joining. He says, good evening, guys. Scott McHot Sauce. Exactly. Scott McHot Sauce. He was sizzling. sizzling hot against Barcelona. Patrick says United's best signing after Stradic, Luke Shaw. I think that's definitely a shout. Really is a good shout. I think Victor Lindelof as well has been brilliant for Manchester United. So yeah, a few names come into mind, but potentially we could see the rise of another academy player in Scott McTominay. A rise, Sir Scott of McTominay. And hopefully he has a brilliant game against West Ham as well. But yeah, I'm going to predict my starting 11 now. I think it's come to that sort of time in the live stream. So I'm going to predict my starting 11 right now. I do realise I've been, for the whole of this live stream, I've been a bit low. So yeah, I do apologise. I actually am tall in real life. So, you know, this is a bit deceiving. But anyway, I'm going to go with David De Gea in goal. I'm going to predict the 5 at the back, because I think if I was going to do a lineup prediction, I think we're going to go with 5 at the back. Personally, I want to see a 4-3-3, but I think we're going to go with the 5 at the back. I reckon it's going to be David De Gea in goal. Luke Shaw, unfortunately, is not available for this game, so I think he's going to have to go with Matteo Darmian at left back. 3 at the back, I think he might go with Victor Lindelof, Chris Smalling, or no, I'm trying to think. Oh, no, he'll go with Victor Lindelof, Chris Smalling, and, I don't know who else he's going to go with, in fact. I think playing 3 at the back is a difficult one. I mean, to be fair, I think he's really been going with kind of, Lindelof and Smalling really have been the 2 centre-backs, and, I don't know, yeah, I think he's going to go with Lindelof and Smalling at the back. And I think in terms of right back, I'm not sure if Ashley Young is available for this game. I'm not sure if he is. If he isn't available, we might have to go with Antonio Valencia at right back. Yeah, so we'll go with Antonio Valencia right back. 3 in the midfield. I think we're going to go with Pogba. Yeah, we're going to go with Pogba. We're going to go with McTominay. We're going to go with Fred. And then we're going to go with Rashford, Lukaku, and Dalot up front. So I think that's what we're going to go with. So I'm going to run through the names again. De Gea, De Gea, Darmian, Lindelof, Smalling, Dalot, Pogba, Fred, and McTominay, Rashford, and Lukaku. So there's my predicted lineup. You guys can leave your thoughts on that in the comment section below, and leave your predictions as well. But yeah, TTX says, I can't stand West Ham and Mark Noble. Totally agree, totally agree. Another side who will come and play their lives against us. Hit the nail on the head, TTX. Hit the nail on the head, my friend. Honestly, these teams come to Manchester United and just play their gut out, and then, next week lose to Huddersfield. I mean, West Ham only beat Huddersfield 4-3. Put that into perspective. Huddersfield Town scored 3 goals against West Ham. Are you mad? Are you mad? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If West Ham get anything off us, disgrace. Yeah. Patrick says Luke Shaw has been consistent, especially after his return from injury. Couldn't agree more, Patrick. Rashford says Luke Shaw will be missed tomorrow against Everton and Barca. Yeah, he'll be a huge miss for me, a massive miss. We really need him. I think he has been so good, as you guys have been saying. So I want to see him, but we'll not see him tomorrow or against Barcelona. TTX says Ole Solskjaer has to pick our strongest lineup, not like the Barca game. Oh, TTX,